Hello everybody! In this episode of Chill and Cozy Gaming News, we'll talk about Autonomica's Kickstarter, which has absolutely blown up, raising over $700,000 and unlocking several new game features that you won't believe. A brand new open world survival game that looks like a sci-fi Minecraft, but with actually cute graphics and a storyline. What makes the new Fantasy Life game worth $60 and 6 more exciting game announcements. Stick around and I'll catch you up on the latest in Chill and Cozy Games. Let's kick things off with 3 hot new game and demo releases, beginning with 2 idle creature collector games. Animal Spa is a cozy animal bathhouse management game that sits at the bottom of your computer screen. Aside from being absolutely adorable, a few standout features are unlockable stages to open new bathhouses, training and managing staff, the ability to sync the game's time of day to your computer's clock, and 48 collectible letters written by your animal guests. Animal Spa just released this week and will only cost you $6 for a super cute creature collector game that lets you multitask while you play. Whimside is another idle creature collector that docks to the bottom of your screen, and I know we've seen a lot of these games lately, but they're just so charmingly cute and usually very affordable. What sets Whimside apart from others in this genre is that you can breed the creatures you collect and create procedurally generated hybrid species. How cool is that? Each time you unlock a new biome, you also have a chance to discover new rare species to add to your collection. The free Whimside demo just launched on Steam with the full release set for this fall. And then there's the brand new open world sci-fi survival crafting game Cubic Odyssey that just released onto Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. It blends the space exploration of No Man's Sky with the mining, crafting, and cubic design of Minecraft with a bit of a Star Wars story to add some structure. You're tasked with trying to stop the red darkness that destroyed your home planet, and will begin with nothing but your crashed ship, robot sidekick, and basic resources, and challenge yourself to build a base, mine resources to craft new tools, weapons, and vehicles, including a spaceship that you'll use to travel to new planets and visit NPCs to trade and accept quests. So there's a huge cubic world to investigate, RPG-style skills to level up and unlock new crafting recipes, 4 different player classes to choose from, some combat to add a little spice, and it can be played solo or co-op with up to 4 players. I love cozy survival games, and while this does have combat, there's a large focus on exploration, crafting, and base building, which should offer plenty of relaxing gameplay. Plus, the character creator is pretty darn cute. I never got into Minecraft because I just didn't know what to do and quite frankly didn't like the graphics. And Cubic Odyssey looks to improve on both of these as well as adds a story, space travel, and mostly chill gameplay with some challenging combat and survival. Moving along to news and updates, our favorite upcoming cozy survival action adventure shooter farming and life sim game Autonomica has raised a whopping $700,000 and counting with their Kickstarter campaign, which ends on May 17th. Whenever new funding milestones were reached, new game features were unlocked. Most recently, the $600K goal was reached, which brings the Families feature to the game. Players can have children who will actually age, respond to the attention given to them, and help around the farm. Kids will also inherit some of your physical traits and possibly some personality quirks as well, which is really unique. The 400K milestone unlocked pools and ponds. You'll be able to create a custom backyard pool area complete with usable slides, or dig a pond, add landscaping, fill it with water, and stock it with fish you catch. Once the campaign funds reached $500,000, the Autonomica team announced the addition of underwater exploration to seek treasure to use as decor, building, and gifts, and we'll get to use submarines, jet skis, and cute wetsuits for our aquatic adventures. We also learned about the cool mechs that will be hidden throughout the PvP, PvE, and peaceful time travel biomes later in the game. Players will need to complete a side quest to unlock the mech, and you'll have the option to bring the mech back with you to your present-day homestead. All players will have access to the Meowtronic mech, which is a cat with a tail, by the way. Kickstarter backers also acquire the Iron Spike mech skin, and the Mossback and Bun Brawler skins are only available as a purchasable add-on through Kickstarter. I mean, come on, a bunny brawler mech? I had to add it to my pledge. Earlier in the campaign, we also got a glimpse into the animal husbandry system in Autonomica. You can create shelters to house both farm and wild animals, but you'll have to balance the population and needs for each species and provide animal beds to keep them safe and healthy. You can breed animals with their offspring's color being a blend of their parents' colors, and even rare exotic color versions of the animals can be captured in the wild and reproduced on your farm. There's even an animal dating facility for breeding purposes, and you'll have to cook special foods to get them in the mood, kind of like baking cakes for your animals in Pal World. Befriend your animals and turn them into your pets and even mounts for larger sized creatures. You know, Autonomica has been through a lot, switching development teams, changing its name from Farm Folks, and then the massive scope of all these fantastic game mechanics. This game is the underdog I'm rooting for with all my heart. If they can pull this off, it's going to be an unfathomable achievement and a breathtaking final product. For now, I'm going to keep investing my meager YouTube profits into buying more cute Autonomica Kickstarter add-ons, and will bring you all the updates as soon as the alpha releases later this year. Another Kickstarter campaign I stumbled upon while editing my Autonomica pledge is that of the upcoming tropical life sim Starsand Island. In addition to the island setting, what caught my eye is the 3D anime art style, a fully customizable island, animal husbandry, scooters and skateboards to ride, creatures to battle in the ancient ruins, and the newly announced Ocean Park. This is probably my favorite feature, as it's an oceanside amusement park that you can customize with rides and slides, and even invite players and NPCs to join you there. A buildable theme park is definitely a unique inclusion that makes Starsand Island stand out, but you can also expect characters that you can romance, farming and fishing, crafting, mini games, and pets to adopt. Starsand Island hopes to release on Steam at the end of this year, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed given the extensive features. I backed it at the alpha level, and if you also want to play it early, the Starsand Island Kickstarter is live through May 31st. Our third bit of news is that Chill Town had its 1.0 release on Steam this week, adding 4 seasonal festivals with exclusive quests and cosmetic rewards, a museum to display fish, bugs, and pals, new pals to catch, and new desert and snow islands to explore. Listen, I know the UI is a bit clunky, the sound design is questionable, and some of the asset scaling is off. But Chill Town is a $15 game created by a very small indie team, and I'm truly sad over some of the negative feedback it's received this past year. I have over 50 hours in it since its release last March, and I think it's a cute Animal Crossing inspired game that's fairly priced given its quirks. Just my 2 cents on the matter. Check it out if you want. Let's end this episode with 3 cozy games scheduled to release next week. Hotel Architect is a chaotic hotel tycoon management game with a charming cartoon art style, and it's releasing into early access on Steam on May 20th. Choose career or sandbox mode and build hotels around the world, decorating and catering to your guests' needs because it's their approval you'll be seeking. You'll have employees to hire and manage while keeping an eye on your funds and guest happiness. Hotel Architect looks to be pretty fast-paced, so it might not be very relaxing at higher levels, but it's one to check out if you like management sims. Then, on May 21st, one of the most anticipated RPG life sim games of 2025 arrives on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. It's Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time. I never played the original Fantasy Life game, but my kids played it to death on the 3DS, and the cute 3D graphics and open world island life sold me on the game, despite its hefty $60 price tag. There is an underlying story where you'll use time travel to discover what happened to the kingdom that once thrived on your now deserted island. Of course, you'll have plenty of monsters to battle as you explore and reveal secrets about the mystery. And one of the cool combat features is that dungeons change their layout after you clear them, which should help keep the game feeling fresh. But my favorite feature has to be the 14 different jobs you can change to whenever you want. These lifestyles fall within 3 categories: combat life jobs when you want some spicy fighting, gathering activities like fishing, mining, and farming, and 6 different crafting jobs to create food, weapons, and tools. 2 other really cool features are terraforming to change the landscape with hills, rivers, and roads, and there is multiplayer with up to 4 players, cross-play so you can join friends on another platform, and local 2-player co-op too. I feel like I'm on a constant search for life sim games that scratch my Animal Crossing itch but have more depth, and I think the house and island customization, characters, and exploration in Fantasy Life will do that and more thanks to the plot, 14 different jobs, and combat. I'm expecting a polished RPG life sim experience with a charming aesthetic that will feel like a quality $60 title. But I get that it's a significant investment for families with multiple children wanting their own copies. At any rate, I'm super excited to play Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time, and let me know if you plan to buy the game. Also on May 21st, and man, that's rough to go up against Fantasy Life, we have the magical farming game Tales of Seikyu launching into early access. Seikyu is a beautiful island full of anthropomorphic yokai creatures who can express themselves in human form, and 6 of these characters will be eligible for you to date in early access. You'll also be able to shapeshift into your animal form to work on your farm, which seems like a pretty unique feature. Plenty of other staple farming game mechanics are included, like cooking, crafting, and even fighting. Tales of Seikyu looks really cute, and I'm kind of bummed that it's releasing the same day as Fantasy Life, because I think it's also targeting a very similar niche of cozy gamers. So there you have it, news and release dates for 9 cute and cozy games with some spicy survival and combat mixed in to alleviate boredom. Autonomica's Kickstarter has received phenomenal support. Starsand Island plans to add an amusement park to their upcoming life sim. 2 new idle creature collector games are available to buy or try for free. Cubic Odyssey is the pretty Minecraft I've been waiting years for. Chilltown's big update and 1.0 release is here, and we have Hotel Architect, Tales of Seikyu, and the highly anticipated new Fantasy Life games to look forward to next week. Which of these games are you most excited to play? Please let me know in the comments, and if you don't want to miss out on the latest in chill and cozy games, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.